What advice would you give Micah Parsons and anybody else who's had a torn, ACL?
Yeah, I mean, the number one advice I would give to Micah Parsons and Patrick Mahomes right now is to not play next year. And it's because of when they got hurt. They both got hurt in December. You look at these injuries and we've seen guys come back in 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, and it would be 9 months for both of them if they were ready to go week one. But you don't really feel like yourself until about 15 months after the injury. And some guys will even tell you, hey, it took me 24 months to truly feel like myself again. And don't get me wrong, 80% of Micah Parsons is better than dang near almost every pass rusher in the NFL. 80% of Patrick Mahomes is better than almost every quarterback in the NFL. But I look at it from a standpoint because of my own experience. And these guys aren't me. But I tore my ACL and my LCL, the same injury that Patrick Mahomes has right now. And I wouldn't have played in 2013 if hindsight, which it is 2020, I wouldn't have played the following year because I wasn't back to myself yet. And Mahomes is a guy that runs around, is very creative, and is a great second reaction quarterback. And he can play from the pocket. But I would advise them to not play next year so that when they come back in 27, they can truly and fully be themselves, and it won't knock off years from their career. Now, I say that knowing very well, Dan, I've got, sources pretty close to the situation there that Mahomes is all in for week one. And we've seen Micah say that he's all in for week one as well. And it's because as players, we are wired to have this gladiator mindset that we can overcome anything, and we're not normal. But at the same time, I would advise them to sit out the following season because of when they got hurt. And then you can play for another 10, 15 years once you're fully back to health. Do I think that's what's going to happen? No. I think they're going to come back and they're going to play week one because that's how we're wired. And the only people that can really protect them is the teams.